Good morning, my friends. It's Friday. It is Friday. I just can't believe it. It seems like we just got home and we're leaving again Tuesday. The days go by so fast when you're this old, I'm telling you. You can't even keep track of what day it is half the time. And what day is it? It's September 24, 2021. And I'm Joy. And we're going to do the devotion today. And it's called Go the Extra Mile. And for those, I don't think I have anybody new. I don't think I've gotten a new subscriber since I opened this, but just in case. This book is called The Illustrated Words of Jesus for Women, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. But you also can get it at Amazon, and I always link my Amazon store below every single video. So if you want to click on my Amazon store and go there under books, then you can find it there. Okay? So, let's see what Go the Extra Mile is about. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Matthew 5:41. Someone forced you to go with them 1 mile. What if you couldn't walk? What if you're in a wheelchair? To go with them 1 mile. I think what it's saying is, if somebody asks you to do something for them, do that plus whatever else you can do for them. And I do that. If I'm helping a friend do something and I'll say, oh, is there anything else I can do? You want me to help you with this? You want me to help you with that? And I think we're all that way, aren't we? Yeah. Let's see what this lady says about it. What's your reaction when someone makes you do something? Do you get defensive and resentful? Do you resist anyone else having control over your time and energy? Jesus says not to do that. He even says to go the extra mile. So whatever is asked of you, do that and even more. Surprise people with your generosity, helpfulness, and kindness. And make sure they know that it comes from a heart focused on loving and obeying Jesus. Now, when I read these things, something always pops into my memory that happened to me in my past. And something just popped into my memory, and it almost just makes me want to kick something when I think of it. I had this really jerk of a boss one time. His name was Paul DeLacy. I'm sure he's dead now. But I worked for a company called General Electric when I was very young. 18 years old, I went to work there. And then General Electric, that part of it got bought out by this company called MPI. And MPI sent a whole bunch of people down from New England to work at our location. I guess MPA, the main headquarters, was up there or something. So this man came down. And so I had a really, really nice boss that I really, really liked. And then this guy shows up, and he was a jerk. I didn't like him from day one. And one day, I was in supposedly a promotion. I had been in an office, a big office like this room here, with desks all lined up, probably, I don't know, 9 to 12 desks, 3 desks, move up, 3 more desks, move up, 3 more desks, move up, and then I was up at the front of the class with my desk. And all the people at the desk were all men, and they all brought me their work to do. I did all of their typing for them. If they wanted a letter written, I did the typing, you know, with 2 carbon copies. And over here on this side of that office was enclosed offices. I don't remember how many, I know at least one, and that's where my boss was, my old boss was. And so that boss was under this other boss, and this other boss was around the corner and walk a little ways, and then there was this big office, and the boss's boss was in that office, and outside that office was a secretary's desk. Okay? So that's what I got promoted to, was that office for the boss of my boss. I hope that makes sense. So I sat there all alone, all the time, nobody to talk to, nobody to visit. I missed my guy friends down the hall so much, I was always going down there and visiting them. But one day, let me tell you this first. This was a big building, and the building had a cafeteria in it. And so everybody would go down to the cafeteria for lunch. And you would go through the line and get what you wanted in your tray, and then you'd go sit down and you eat your lunch. See, you know what a cafeteria is. So, my boss really had a big head. He thought he was something else. And he was having a meeting. I think some of the guys from headquarters back east came down and were visiting with him in his office. There was probably 6 of them in there. And they're all sitting around his conference table. And he, big show off, and I had, mind you, I had never, ever, ever gotten anybody's lunch anywhere. That wasn't my job, to go get lunch. Wasn't my job. Everybody had their own lunch hour, and they went and they ate their own lunch. That's the way it was there. Well, this guy decided he was going to have me go get lunch for all of those people. He buzzes me on the phone. Joe, I'd like you to come in and take orders for lunch for everyone and have you bring it to us. Yeah. I want to say, yeah, and I'd like a raise of about $500 a month, and besides that, I quit. So, he says that to me. I mean, how could I possibly do that? It's impossible. Nobody from the cafeteria delivered lunches. They didn't have that service. They didn't have room service. I had never done that, even to bring one guy a sandwich. I mean, just unbelievable requests. Mom went stomping down the hall to all my friends in the big office, and I said, that jerk wants me to go get lunch for all those people in his office. They were like, oh my gosh, how are you going to do that? Oh my gosh, that's impossible. I said, well, I'm not going to do it. So, ordered to do something. Did I do it and add an extra mile? No, I certainly did not. I just wandered around, visited my friends down the hall, finally went back to my desk and just sat there. He buzzed me, Joy, when will our lunches be here? And I said, I'm not going to get your lunch. You all can go down to the cafeteria. Or whatever I said. Mind you, I was very young, was scared of my shadow. And I never talked back to anybody. But anyway, whatever I said, he got the picture that I wasn't going to go get lunch for all those people. I just could not believe that jerk. And then later on, I worked for him for a couple years, and later on, he decided that I was going to be his girlfriend, and he started with the touchy-feely, almost threw up. So when I slapped him away and had nothing to do with him, I suddenly got another promotion. So I had to go to a completely different building. I had to drive way farther to work. The new job was just a joke. But anyway, politics in businesses. What a blessing that I married Jerry and we started our own business, Christian business. So, but I don't think the Lord is talking about that kind of situation when somebody asks you to do something that's absolutely absurd. But if somebody, for instance, if the same situation, the same guy, was alone in his office and say he had broken his leg and he was on crutches or he wasn't supposed to put any weight on his foot or whatever, I would have gone in there and offered, can I go get you something for lunch? I would have offered. I would have been happy to. But the other thing, no, just absolutely ridiculous. In fact, I did things for other people all the time there. I had a reputation for learning everybody's job. And I found out I didn't have that much to do. I've always been really, really fast. I typed like 140 words a minute, and I always had all my work done ahead of time, had half a day with nothing to do. And so I would go to other people's, other girls' jobs, and I would say, well, how does this machine work? How do you use this? What do you do? They had this one machine that you used to put this, some kind of tape in. It was wide. It was like wider than calculator tape, and it was kind of metal type stuff. And you put it in this machine, and the machine punched holes in it. And I just was fascinated with that. And it would go through the machine, it would punch all these holes in it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, show me how that works, show me how that works. And so I would learn how to use the machines. That was just one instance. And so when that girl went on vacation, her boss came and asked me if I would come and do her job while she was on vacation. And I guess my boss allowed me to go do it. But so I'm just saying, I don't mind doing other things. I don't mind doing things that aren't my job, but I'm not going to do something ridiculous for some jerk of a boss. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I gotta go, y'all. We're supposed to go get groceries today for our trip. I'm planning, you know, the meals and how to easily do it in an RV, and so that's my new thing. So I've got to go get started on that. But I'll try to be back tomorrow and get Jerry to do Sunday and probably Monday, but then Tuesday we're leaving for probably 5 days. So we'll see how it all goes, but I'll see you when I see you. Bye for now.